Good morning, Lufkin Central and online worship community. Jason Hollinger, the campus and community minister here, and we are continuing our morning devotional series on the study done through the YouVersion Bible app titled "Safe in His Arms." It's a 10-day reading plan. Yesterday we talked about embracing the unknown, and so as we find ourselves now, in coming into further into our week, we have this opportunity, right? We have this opportunity to really see what it means to hear what God says and to follow it, and to trust in that, to listen and to believe. And that's what we're gonna talk about this morning. The title is "Who Told You That?" Who we listen to and believe will determine whether we lay down in trust or stand in fear. Have you ever wondered why a good shepherd would need to make his sheep lie down in green pastures? Wouldn't green pastures and quiet waters be a sheep's best life? Philip Keller, a writer and shepherd in East Africa, explains that sheep will not lie down if they are afraid, threatened, or hungry. In other words, if a sheep senses freedom from fear, aggravations, and hunger, only then will they lie down and rest. I guess people are more like sheep than we realize. It's been hard for all of us to rest in our own green pastures when everything around us shouts fear, danger, take cover. How hard has it been for you to rest in your own personal green pastures? During this pandemic, the virus has been called an invisible enemy. It's true for every follower of Jesus. We have an invisible enemy, and we're not talking about COVID-19. The believer's enemy is Satan. Satan tempted Eve not to trust God and to believe that God would withhold what is good from her. Eve's big mistake was not that she listened to Satan, but that she believed him. Let me say that again. Eve's biggest mistake was not that she listened to Satan, but that she believed him. Our enemy's lies create in us the same belief. God cannot be trusted, and he will not accomplish or provide what is best for his children. But you see, Jesus said he is a good shepherd who lays down his life for his sheep so that his sheep can have life abundantly. Jesus is the source of our life. We find our meaning and purpose in him. If we do not believe him, Jesus' words and truth will not help us. There are a lot of voices shouting to get our attention and devotion. We have to be careful who we listen to, but more importantly, who we are believing. If you are gripped with fear and at the brink of despair, I can confidently say the words you are believing are not the shepherd's. When Eve repeated Satan's lies to God in the Garden of Eden, God asked her, "Who told you that?" When we are consumed with fear and doubt, we should ask ourselves the same question. Who told me that? Our shepherd's voice will always bring peace, joy, and rest. When we listen, believe, and trust his words, we can lay down in our green pastures, no matter the chaos raging around us. Psalm 23:2 says this: He lets me rest in green pastures. He leads me to calm waters. Or what about John 10:10? The thief comes to steal and kill and destroy. Jesus says, but I came to give life life in all its fullness. Or a few verses later in verse 15, still in John 10. Just as the Father knows me and I know the Father, I give my life for the sheep. You know, when we look at this, again, it comes down to this idea of not just listening, but believing. And my challenge to you today is in every decision that you seek to make today, that when you feel this, okay, this is what you can do, this is what you need to do, ask that question. Who told you that? And if it doesn't lead you to joy, peace, and rest, you should really give it an honest assessment. And again, ask that question. Who told you that? Because if it doesn't lead you to that, if that's not the ultimate, what pours out from it, the ultimate destination of it, and it may very well not be from the shepherd. Or, well, if it doesn't lead you to those things, it's not from the shepherd. So ask that question today. Who told you that? Can't wait to hear and see how it goes. Y'all have a great day. God bless.